Hello there and welcome to Playworms. The film begins with a narration about the world's origins. In the beginning, the planet was entirely covered in water. Over time, land emerged, and the first island was Te Fiti, a goddess who embodies life itself. Te Fiti's heart, a radiant green gemstone, holds the power to create life. However, the peace was disrupted when the mischievous demigod Maui appeared. Wielding his magical fishhook that grants him the ability to shapeshift, Maui stole the heart of Te Fiti to gain its power. This theft caused the once lush island to wither, and darkness began to spread. As Maui attempted to escape, he was confronted by Te Ka, a fearsome lava monster who attacked him with fiery wrath. During the battle, Maui lost both the heart of Te Fiti and his fishhook, vanishing from sight. The heart was lost to the ocean, and Maui was never seen again. While the others seem frightened, young Moana is intrigued and wanders toward the ocean. The water, which appears to have a will of its own, reveals the heart of Te Fiti to her by parting and presenting it. As Moana grows up on the island of Motunui, the song "Where You Are" highlights her life. Chief Tui instills in her the belief that happiness lies on the island, where everything they need is provided. He forbids venturing beyond the reef as the islanders never leave. Moana is being groomed to succeed her father as chief and is taught to respect these traditions. However, her free-spirited grandma encourages her to follow her heart. Despite trying to embrace her father's teachings, Moana feels an undeniable pull toward the ocean. She expresses her yearning in the song "How Far I'll Go," describing her desire to explore the sea and the difficulty of reconciling her father's expectations with her true calling. Trouble begins to brew on Motunui as the villagers bring distressing news. Coconuts are turning black and rotten, and the fish supply has completely disappeared. Moana suggests venturing beyond the reef to find more fish, but her father, Chief Tui, reacts with anger, chastising her for even thinking about it. Later, Moana's mother, Sina, explains that Tui is so protective because of a tragic experience in his youth. While sailing far out with his best friend, the waters turned violent, and his friend drowned. Ever since, Tui has forbidden anyone from leaving the island for their safety. Frustrated and determined to prove her father wrong, Moana takes a boat and ventures out to sea with Pua. However, the waters quickly turn treacherous, and she narrowly escapes with her life. Feeling defeated, she decides to abandon her dreams of exploring the ocean. Grandma, who had always encouraged her, doesn't try to stop her. Instead, she calmly says that when she dies, she will return as a manta ray. This intrigues Moana, who finally asks Grandma what she truly wants her to do. Grandma leads Moana to a hidden cave, its entrance blocked by rocks and boulders. Inside, Moana discovers a fleet of ancient ships. As she beats a drum on one of the ships, she has a vision of her ancestors, explorers and voyagers who once sailed the seas, discovering new lands. Through the song "We Know the Way," Moana learns about her people's adventurous heritage. Excited by the revelation, she asks why they stopped voyaging. Grandma explains that when the heart of Te Fiti was stolen, the world became dangerous, forcing them to stay on the island. But now, even their isolated home is no longer safe. The ocean once again presents Moana with the heart of Te Fiti, as if urging her to take action. However, the moment is interrupted when Moana learns Grandma has fallen gravely ill. At her bedside, Grandma reveals that the ocean chose Moana for this task, something she had seen ever since Moana was a young girl. She tells Moana the only way to save the island is to find Maui, return him to Te Fiti, and restore the heart. Grandma instructs Moana to follow the hook-shaped constellation to locate Maui and entrusts her with a necklace to hold the heart. Heartbroken but resolute, Moana prepares to leave. Her mother discovers her packing, but instead of stopping her, embraces her and lets her go. As Moana sails into the open ocean, she sees the glowing spirit of a manta ray guiding her, a sign that Grandma has passed on and is now watching over her. Moana sets sail toward Maui when she discovers that Hey Hey, the clueless chicken, has accidentally stowed away on her boat. One night, rough waters cause her to crash on a small island. Frustrated, she blames the ocean for being unkind, but soon realizes she has found Maui, who has been stranded on the island for 1,000 years. She confronts him, explaining her mission to restore the heart of Te Fiti and undo the damage he caused. Maui dismisses her concerns, insisting he is a hero, not a villain. Through the lively song You're Welcome, he boasts about all the gifts he brought to humanity, like fire, the sun, and the sky, each represented by a tattoo on his body. While Moana is momentarily distracted, Maui traps her in a cave and steals her boat. However, Moana escapes and catches up to him. Maui repeatedly tries to throw her overboard, but the ocean promptly returns her to the boat each time. As they argue, 3 ships of Kakamora, tiny, mischievous pirate creatures, attack them, seeking the heart of Te Fiti. Hei swallows the heart, and the Kakamora kidnap him. Maui is ready to flee, but Moana takes charge, leading a daring rescue. In an action-packed sequence, she retrieves Hei, causing the Kakamora to crash their ships. Impressed by her bravery, Maui begins to see potential in Moana. She convinces him to help restore the heart, promising that he will be celebrated as a hero. However, Maui reveals he needs his magical fish hook to regain his powers and agrees to help only if they retrieve it first. Maui explains that his hook is with Tamatoa, a giant crab obsessed with collecting shiny treasures. He leads Moana to a towering mountain, the entrance to Lalotai, the realm of monsters. Expecting her to stay behind, he is surprised when she follows him into the perilous world below. Inside Lalotai, they spot Maui's hook on a glowing treasure pile. Moana tries to retrieve it, but realizes the treasure is actually the shell of Tamatoa, a massive and flamboyant crab. Tamatoa sings "Shiny," showing off his prized collection while trying to eat Moana. Maui grabs his hook but is disheartened to find that he can't shapeshift. As Tamatoa closes in, Moana uses quick thinking to distract him with the heart of Te Fiti. She offers it to Tamatoa but cleverly swaps it with a glowing rock. This gives her and Maui enough time to escape. Back on the boat, Moana asks Maui about a cryptic comment Tamatoa made about his need to please humans. Maui finally opens up, revealing his tragic backstory. He was born human but abandoned by his parents, who threw him into the ocean. The gods saved him, granting him his powers and making him a demigod. Moana realizes his desire to win human admiration stems from his painful rejection. Maui, still struggling with his lost powers, considers giving up. Moana encourages him to keep trying, and they work together, Maui practicing his magic and teaching Moana how to navigate the seas. Through their journey, Moana becomes a skilled sailor, and Maui begins to regain his confidence. Moana and Maui finally reach Te Fiti, but they must first face the fiery and formidable Te Kā, who emerges from the rocks in a blaze of fury. Te Kā, unable to touch water, launches relentless attacks. During the fight, Maui's magical hook is damaged, forcing them to retreat. Moana insists they try again, but Maui, angry and discouraged, refuses. He warns that one more hit could destroy his hook, leaving him powerless. Frustrated, he abandons Moana, claiming she was never the chosen one and that the ocean made a mistake. Shapeshifting into a bird, Maui flies away, leaving Moana devastated. Heartbroken, Moana tells the ocean to take the heart of Te Fiti back. Believing she's not the right person for the task, she lets the heart sink. Suddenly, the spirit of her grandma, in the form of a manta ray, appears in the water. Moana confesses her doubts, but Grandma reassures her that going home is an option. Grandma asks Moana who she truly is, sparking a realization within her. In the song I Am Moana, she understands that the call to action was never from the ocean. It was from within her, all along. Determined, she dives into the water to retrieve the heart. The next day, Moana sets out to face Te Kā on her own. Using her newfound sailing skills, she cleverly outmaneuvers Te Kā and manages to slip past the lava-filled barriers. In a tense moment, she drops the heart, but Hei, in a rare moment of usefulness, saves it by catching it in his beak. Just as Te Kā prepares to unleash a deadly fireball, Maui returns. Moana is relieved to see him, and he sacrifices his damaged hook to shield her from Te Kā's attacks, allowing her to reach Te Fiti's island. Maui's hook is ultimately destroyed in the process. Moana climbs the island, heart in hand, but is shocked to find that Te Fiti is gone. Only water remains. In a moment of clarity, Moana sings Know Who You Are, and realizes the truth. Te Kā is Te Fiti. Without her heart, Te Fiti transformed into a destructive force of fire and rage. Moana approaches Te Kā, assuring her that this is not who she truly is. Commanding the ocean to part, she allows Te Kā to move closer. With care and compassion, Moana restores the heart of Te Fiti. Te transforms back into Te Fiti, a lush and vibrant goddess. Life is restored to the world. Grateful, Te Fiti grants Maui a new magical hook and forgives him for his past actions. Maui thanks Moana for helping him rediscover his purpose, even gaining a new tattoo of her to honor their journey together. Moana returns home to Motunui, where she is warmly welcomed by her family. The island, once dying, is now thriving again. With her newfound confidence, Moana releases the fleet of ships her ancestors once used and teaches her people to navigate the seas. She leads them on a new journey as voyagers, fulfilling her destiny and embracing her role as a leader and explorer. That's how the movie ends. If you liked our video, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for upcoming videos.